Hey everybody, welcome back to this Friday edition of The Loop. This week we're looking at my favorite Old Testament book, the book of Proverbs. Today I want to spend our time on the very last chapter of the book, chapter 31. The book ends with the sayings of King Lemuel. Much of this chapter is spent describing the wife of noble character. And so the question today is this: if you are a wife, or if you are preparing to be a wife, what kind of wife should you be? And for all the young single men out there, what kind of wife should you be looking for? Our culture places a tremendous emphasis on physical beauty. And so a lot of women spend their time caring for their physical bodies. They work out, they spend their summers tanning, they have surgeries if they need to, because that's what our culture values. That's not what God values. The wisdom of God says this: charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Starting in verse 10, the author says that a wife of noble character is worth far more than rubies. Think about that. In verse 11, we're told that her husband has full confidence in her. In verse 12, we're told that she brings her husband good, not harm, all the days of her life. In verse 13, we see that she works eagerly with her hands. She is a contributor, not just a consumer. She gets up while it's still dark. We're told that she works vigorously throughout the day. She then takes her earnings and she invests that money by buying a field of her own. In verse 20, she opens her arms to the poor. In verse 21, we're told that she prepares in advance for cold days by making clothes for her children to wear. And in verse 23, we're told that because of the way she conducts herself, her husband is respected at the city gate. In verse 25, she is clothed with strength and dignity. She is not a weak woman. In verse 26, she even speaks with wisdom. And because of all this, her children and her husband praise and honor her all the days of her life. Men, that's the kind of wife you are looking for. And women, that is the kind of wife you should aspire to be.